It's a blackout, right, Road Dog?
Have they claimed that, Road Dog?
So, the student fan base is saying it's a blackout.
Gotcha.
A lot of people are anti that, and it definitely has not been said officially.
Okay.
Because the last time they did it against Bama, what happened?
It didn't go well.
It didn't go well.
I don't think they should do it anyway. You should be at home. You're the Georgia Bulldogs. You should wear your traditional uniforms. And when you whoop a team, if you can, like
go.
Alabama, get the victory, you should look like you do every single Saturday. That's my opinion on what to do. 404-231-1680. Would you be for a blackout, or should they wear traditional dog gear?
I love the
against
blackouts.
Bama?
I love the blackouts. I wish we would do it more. Do you have the same feeling about the whiteout that Penn State is doing this weekend
Yeah, but
against
that's
Oregon?
tradition that they always do.
Why can't this be tradition for us?
Could
I thought you told me that you should just always lead on history. Let me ask you a question. Does Alabama go to blackouts? Or
I don't know what they do.
They always keep their
is black
stuff on.
one of their colors?
No.
No.
Okay.
Is Georgia known for wearing black? They are red, white, and black, but they usually wear their white uniforms.
Clearly, it's known in some form for Georgia because it gets brought up every single year.
It's not for me to decide. It's for the people to decide. 404-231-1680.
Are we talking about the fan base or the team wearing all black unis?
I want
both.
Both.
I'm going to tell you what one of the most electric atmospheres in Sanford Stadium was the night we did it against Auburn, and that one did go our way. And we do have a winning record when we wear black jerseys. Everybody likes to point to the Bama game where we got our butts whooped, but we do have a winning record.
Listen,
I just think it's gimmicky.
It's not gimmicky.
I think it is.
I think it's gimmicky if it's not a tradition.
Right.
How many times has it
This
done
could be a yeah.
It happens every now and then.
Go ahead.
That makes it feel
once a
more
year.
special. Yeah, I love it, especially against a team like Alabama. We're all black.
Exercise those demons from the last time we did
Okay.
it.
Make
I
it their
like
funeral.
So, Finn, are you going to wear black?
Yes, I'm going to wear a black Georgia polo.
Oh, there you go.
All right, 404-231-1680.
Son.
Are you for the blackout or for traditional jerseys?
Let me just say this real quick. When we used to be all black when the Falcons, you felt a certain way putting those uniforms on. I'm just telling you. We didn't do that often, dude, but you felt slick, fast, strong, mad, angry. You were
They
like
need to wear those the rest of the
ready
year
to play
now.
some football. I don't even know what our record was, but I felt good going into the
Doesn't
game.
Kirby Smart already get that out of his guys?
Yes, but it just gives you a little something else, dude.
Yeah,
right.
Night games, everything ramps up a little bit.
Sure.
Okay? Regular season football games at 1 o'clock are unbelievable. You're ramped up, you're ready to go. Primetime games on Sunday Night Football, ridiculous scenery. Monday Night Football is even better. Then you get to the postseason. Then you're wearing all black on Monday night. There's something about it, yes. It gets you going.
All right.
Kirby does it too, but yeah, adds to it.
Kirby's the fuddy-duddy when it comes to this. Trust me, I talk to him constantly about trying to have black jerseys, and he don't want nothing to do with it.
He's old school. There's certain things that just should be. He's old school.
And he was also a coach on that Bama team when we wore the black jerseys against
There you
them.
go.
So maybe.
There you go. And that's the other side. If you don't win the game and you get all this hype and this extra and you put on the black jerseys and things don't go your way, you're Georgia, wear your colors like you always do and win like you always do at home. That's my opinion. What say you? 404-231-1680. Coming up, there's an SEC coach that might not be saved by his record. It would be saved by his buyout. We'll get to that when we return here in the locker room on the Fan 680 and 93.7 FM.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now.
Welcome back in to the locker room on the Fan 680 93.7 FM. 8 o'clock hour brought to you by Central Heating and Air, one of the few second-generation locally owned HVAC companies in Atlanta with Central. You're not just a number, you are a member of the family. Getting closer to Bama coming to Athens to take on the Georgia Bulldogs. We were having a conversation before the break about the potential for a blackout, and Kirby Smart, according to Road Dogg, is not for it, but it does create a unique atmosphere. It does put a little bit of oomph on a game that has a lot of oomph on it already. And the question to be begged is, as a fan, are you for it, or is it a bit gimmicky if you pull it out against Alabama? 404-231-1680. Plus, there's also a game that you got to deal with. You got an offensive line that's had a little bit of question mark for the Georgia Bulldogs. You got two quarterbacks that get a chance to face off against each other for the first time. And you have some explosive playmakers for both sides that could certainly be on display on Saturday. We'll go out to the phones and talk to Chris. Chris, thank you for calling us here in the locker room. Thank you for joining us here on The Fan.
Hey, Hey guys, good morning. On the blackout issue, fake juice is no juice. Blackouts, alternative uniforms are for pretenders, unless you're Oregon, in which case every week's an alternative uniform.
Funny.
Just a quick note on the Falcons. Were y'all aware that they're currently like a top 3 offensive line per Pro Football Focus? And for some reason, we're running the ball at like 35%.
Yeah, well, you can't get down the way they got down 17-0 in the second half, and then you get turned sideways. Your biggest game was Minnesota. I mean, it's kind of they've been good, and I thought Tampa Bay, they looked decent as well. Yeah. So they've been solid. I'm not really complaining about the offensive line.
No, Elijah Wilkinson, we haven't really called his name a whole bunch over at right tackle. To his original point, I so disagree about fake juice. I've watched Ohio State wear alternative uniforms. I've watched Michigan wear alternative uniforms. I've watched Notre Dame, like the most traditional schools outside of Bama. And I don't think I've ever seen Bama change. Everybody has something.
Right.
It's 2025. I'm sorry. There are going to be days that these kids and these fans want to do something. If you want to call it gimmicky, fine.
Yeah. You don't think about it while you're playing the game. It's just like pregame, warming up, kind of, and then it's not even a thought after that. It's just, let's just go play football.
My
now.
thing is, if you're going to do it, then announce when the season starts, this will be the blackout game or the week of the game instead of the surprise of either they're doing it or not.
Is it gimmicky this weekend that Penn State's doing the whiteout for their biggest game against Oregon?
But that's tradition. They always have a whiteout game. They always have one.
Okay, and Georgia's had blackout games. It's not like it would be the first. As long as you don't pull out those crap-ass uniforms that you wore against Boise State about 11 years ago, those could burn forever. Like, never bring those back. A blackout? I hope the crowd's in all black.
I think that's for the fans, certainly. But I just think the message that you send is, well, why this game now? Is it because you've won one game in 10 tries?
Because it's the biggest game on your schedule.
If I'm Kalen DeBoer, look at these guys. They got to put on. They have to have a costume change.
Stop it. It's not even
hyped up.
It's not even for the team. And to Road Dogg's point, it doesn't even sound like they're going to do it.
Right.
It's just for the fan base to get excited.
I don't know about that because I think the players like wearing the black jerseys. Those players that got a chance
I don't think
to put
they
them
look
on.
that great either.
I
the black jerseys?
You the team's not doing it.
Right. There you go.
They do look good now.
Let me ask you guys, how'd you feel last week? Georgia Tech wore some alternative uniforms.
Awesome.
I like those.
Great.
Those were awesome, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
And you know what? I guarantee those kids looked at those and go,
Yeah.
Coach, we want to wear these
Also,
more.
to that point, Georgia Tech has changed their combination. If you go back 10 years, you can see a lot of different combinations and patterns that have changed for Georgia Tech. Georgia is supposed to be a standard. And like Alabama, you shouldn't be changing anything. You got us the last few times. Now you come to our house, and we're going to beat you like we beat everybody who comes in here. That's my philosophy.
It sounds like there's a little bit of underlying, we've been there before, feelings right now. Like Georgia Tech is not a Bama and yet. Not a Bama. They're not a Georgia program. They're not a. So it feels like that's in the back of your head, Road Dog, or in the back of fans' heads that so Bama, you just said, has never done an alternative uniform. You know why they're going to tell you that? Because we don't have to. Mm-hmm. We don't have to do those things. We are Alabama. And so I wonder, I think Georgia's at a point where they're feeling that way a little bit. Well, it doesn't become gimmicky. I'm with, if it is fun for the fans and it gets the fans into this, heck yeah. Do whatever you want. Lay the shirts out for them like they do in playoff games in the NBA or whatever. I don't care if it brings a better atmosphere. That's all the players care about.
Well, I'm telling you this, if they do come out with black and they don't win against Alabama, Kirby Smart is going to find the biggest pit in Atlanta and put some kerosene on them, and you'll never see them again. Ever see them again. 404-231-1680. Folks are fired up. Folks are fired up about the phone calls and the black jerseys or the not black jerseys. Kevin, you're up next. Thank you for calling us here in the locker room.
Look, for UGA, I don't think it's gimmicky because black is a school color.
Right.
Mm-hmm. The players like them. The fans like them. There's an easy solution. If it's a night game, wear black jerseys. That way it doesn't become gimmicky. It's just a standard. Where we're in the day, we're black at night.
There you go. It's not a bad
there's
idea.
a logical addition to the
Stop yelling at
conversation.
each other for
Danny, you're up next. Thank you for calling us here in the locker room.
Hey, guys. Does anybody recall the last time that Georgia wore black jerseys against Alabama?
Well, we did just bring that up, Danny.
We saw the game.
So why would we go back and do that again. But I got a question, everybody. Does anybody the Ike Hilliard guy getting fired? Has anybody figured out why? Or I mean, I'm just not getting that at all. Just one last point: bringing the OC, the first-year OC, down to the field. So now he's got to get the coverages from upstairs, which is another step that he has to think about to call a play. So is that going to improve the play calling? Or the speed of getting the play in, Brian? I don't see that. But
it'll be most of it's on tendencies anyway. You can't just assume what they're going to run. You have to assume on 3rd and 3 to 5, 70% of the time they go cover one man or one high man. And 1st and 10, they go cover 2 and 42% of the time and cover 3. So you just go off tendencies for the most part, and then it becomes feel throughout the course of the game when they expect blitzes. So a lot of it doesn't really matter where you're sitting. You just assume what the tendencies are and what you can do. So I think it can, in fact, help speed it up as long as Zach Robinson's ready to go and understands what his game plan is and sticks to it and is not fishing through his play sheet trying to get the call into Michael Penix. So I think it'll be better.
Brian Sellers sent us this tweet on the Harris Cherokee Casino's Twitter feed. He said, costumes are for Halloween and circus programs like Oregon. Georgia should be above that, wear red, and leave the gimmicks to the Falcons. So he took shots at the Falcons.
That's unnecessary.
Sprayed the entire country from the West Coast to down
I was going to
south.
say, and calling Oregon a circus program because of their unis, they've been pretty darn good.
Well, you know why they do this?
And it helps them in recruiting,
You know why they do this before when their hand signal?
The Oregon.
Yeah, because that's how many national titles they have.
Oh, there's another
boy.
shot right there.
Oh,